How do you rate the start of the game after that? The bowling performance all round?
Yeah, obviously we'd like another couple of wickets on that tally. Four down, winning the toss. It was, I think, the overheads and the way the pitch played in the first kind of hour or two, we tried to make the most of it. But annoying not to have them a couple more down.
Was it? Did you feel you missed a trick a little bit there, or unlucky, or how would you?
I think it's turned into definitely a good surface now. Definitely when the cloud burnt off and the bright blue skies came out. I think it was just good old-fashioned Test cricket, really. We tried to stay as patient as we could, and I suppose on the positive, they haven't got too far ahead of the game in terms of the run rate and runs on the board. But got to keep coming back tomorrow and hopefully get a couple early and see what happens.
We just had Stephen here who said he's learnt to block out all the noise from the crowd. What did you make of the crowd? Did it feel like a home test for you guys at times?
Oh, I thought the crowd was amazing, really. 80,000 I saw come up on the total tally there just in that last session, but the Kiwi support was pretty cool. A lot of teal, a lot of black caps, a lot of steadies, ship hats, and some good support from back home. So I'm sure they had a good day, but we've definitely got a lot of work still left in the match.
Trent, your bowling plans to Steve Smith, were they sort of born out of what you saw him in England, or was it previous time you played against him, like that series in New Zealand? I think he got hit when he was batting in Christchurch. Is there anything that you guys saw, his susceptibility to short pitch bowling recently?
No, I thought he played really well. He looked to defend as many balls as he could, and obviously hung in there, and he's built himself a nice little innings. But he's a quality player. I think when the ball tends to, I suppose, not shape and not swing too much in the air, you kind of resort to other things, and the wicket's turned into a very good wicket is how I describe it now. And I think it's about being patient and whatever plan we're trying to execute, if we keep that pressure on, then hopefully we can draw an error out of him. But he batted well today.
Trent, off the back of that, in terms of the angles or the almost optical illusions that Steve can create with his batting, does it mean that the areas that you've got to be patient in to him are slightly different to other batsmen in the sense of how he gets across the positions he gets into?
I think from my point of view, he obviously wants to field bat on ball and keep the score ticking along. If you can keep him on strike, then I'm sure that's one way to keep him frustrated. But when he leaves well, defends well, and plays quite straight, then he doesn't give you too much.
And just on the first over of the day, the crowd, the noise, and then knocking over Joe Burns with one you got right to him first up. I mean, how exhilarating a moment and a few minutes was that? Yeah,
I was actually quite nervous before the whole start of the match, and I don't remember the first ball, but it was nice to get that one kind of right and falling straight, and to see it swing back, of course, in any test match, but with 80,000 people watching it was pretty exhilarating. So hopefully there's a few more of them left in the next couple of days, and we can get in front here.
Trent, you don't get to see too many bowlers operate at Coventry Grandome space these days. So just from a bowling perspective, what do you think stands out for him? Why is he so successful with what he does?
Obviously not bowling the most expressive pace, but in terms of the accuracy and the role that he plays in the bowling and attack, I think he's definitely a big string to our bow, and we can throw him the ball as he did in the second session, and just go at a snail's pace and over kind of thing. So it's probably very, very effective in New Zealand conditions where it nibbles around and swings around a little bit more, but he's showing that he can deliver that same plan in other conditions. So he's bowling very well. Nice to see him get a couple of wickets, and I'm sure he's still got a lot of work to do over the next couple of days.
Checking what you've seen on the pitch and your assessment of it, you're confident your batsmen can go out and do the job as well for the next batting innings coming up?
Yeah, I thought the big test was going to be in those overheads and when the wicket was a little bit fresh, wet, tacky, whatever you want to call it. But I can see it turning into just a solid wicket. I don't want to say never, but I don't think it's going to crack up like it did on the western coast and really open up too much. But I see there's some hot weather forecasts, and it'll be a good challenge to see what the wicket does. But the batter's been working very hard over the last couple of days, and they're excited to take on the challenge that's ahead of them when they get that chance.
I know you say it's flattened out a bit, but Like, you obviously haven't played the previous years here where it has been a problem, but does it seem to be a bit quicker than, I guess, what we've spoken about in previous years and I guess what you've heard in that sense? Or
Yeah, obviously I've only played a handful of games here, but yeah, the stories are that it's been on the slower side. But yeah, I think from a bowling point of view, if you can run in and still kind of bowl your bouncers and let them carry through a bit and seem to be troubling the batsman, then that's kind of an indication that the wicket's not too bad a pace. But yeah, definitely some of the bouncers are kind of a little bit tennis bally in a way, and yeah, it is just what it is really. So that's the wicket we got, and we've got to find a way to get another 6 wickets plus another 10 later in the game.
on a pitch doesn't offer much to bowlers. I mean, do you look more at variations, or how do you sort of handle it as a bowler? Because obviously it is tricky.
Yeah, from my point of view, I'm probably trying to pitch the ball up as much as I can and swing it when that's available. But from there, it would be a fall off to try to be patient and still use your lengths and obviously the luxury of being left arm, kind of come around the wicket a little bit. But yeah, this is Test match cricket. This is the MCG, and a lot of people would love to be out here kind of taking on these guys. And I know all the guys are embracing that, enjoying the challenge, and no, they know they've got a big job ahead of them.
Trent, could I just ask, you did have some issues with the ball early. What was actually wrong with it? What were you asking the umpires about?
Yeah, just going out of shape slightly. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it kind of went out of shape and then got hit back into shape, so it wasn't really an issue in the end.